Do you know there's different strengths to the ATM business? Stay to the end of the video and I'll share with you what those strengths are. Hi, I'm Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, and we help hundreds of inspiring ATM business owners go from zero ATMs to ATM Business Pro in as little as 30 days. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Without further ado, the top 5 strengths that you will have or you will develop when you're in the ATM business. Point number 1, finding locations. So, in this business, you have to always continually finding new location after new location. So some of you guys will start out and you'll have no problem finding your first 1 or 2 locations, and then from there, you'll have to develop skills to get more and more locations. Others are going to say, you know what, this is the easiest thing. I can find locations. I just have challenges with purchasing equipment or coming up with the cash to put in the equipment. So you got to know your strengths. Over time, you'll have strengths in all these new areas that I'm going to discuss, but you'll find your sweet spot in the beginning of the ATM business, and then you'll develop the rest of them over time. Point number 2, you have to have some mechanical skills. Now, for those of you guys, this will be your strength. It's like, okay, I can rip apart anything, I can put it back together, or we'll call it service calls. Well, service calls are a big issue in the ATM business, but they're not very hard. Most of the time, service call, it's just going to be a jam bill, a communication error, which is the wireless either got disconnected, or it went out, or sick, or you were using the store's internet and it went out. So it's not a big issue. Over time, there might be other issues: keypad, power supplies, screens. But by the time you get there, if you buy new, that's why I always encourage you guys to buy new. If you buy new, you'll develop your skill set of the ATM business in repairs, and it won't be a big issue. But repairs, that's a skill set you'll have to develop when you're in the ATM business. So if you're interested in starting your own ATM business but didn't know where to start, stay to the end of the video and I'll show you our checklist on how to start an ATM business the right way, even if you have zero experience in business. In this checklist, I will show you the 5 things you need to know to start a profitable ATM business so you can build a passive income source for your family. You will earn between $250 and $1,500 in passive income every single month. All right, let's get back to the video. Number 3, accounting. Some of you guys, this is going to be a skill set you'll have to develop over time. Some of you guys may naturally, with accounting and bookwork, it'll be very easy. So it's not too hard. It's just, basically you'll have to either write checks, which we're against, or you ACH the money every month into somebody's account, and then you got to keep track of that and how much you're making and your expenses, so you can write those off and minimize your tax burden at the end of the year. So there's all those things. When you get further into the ATM business, you can always hire a bookkeeper, and you have your accountant at the end of the year that will help you navigate through the murky waters of accounting practices. But in the beginning, some of this you're going to have to do on your own. Point number 4, finance. Phil, what finances are you talking about? You have to pay for the ATMs. You'll have to have the money to put into the ATMs. So I see it a lot. People that say they get 1 ATM, they get 2 ATMs, they want to grow real fast. That's why I say, grow slow and steady. Because let's grow with 1 ATM, let's get some cash flow, and then let's go and get another one and then another one and repeat the process. But don't go too fast, because then it puts a burden on your cash, and it puts a burden on your finances, and then it makes you get frustrated, because you're like, those are the people usually who are no problem, they can get the locations, but the problem is they don't have the finances just yet. They will if they grow it slow and steady, because they'll build up that cash flow, and then they'll be able to grow to the next one and the next one. But in the beginning, they get excited, and you know what? You gotta always remember, just grow slow and steady. You won't have any problem with the finance. And number 5 is networking. Some of you guys are real good networkers out there, and you're planting a lot of seeds. I call networking basically planting seeds. It's not gonna harvest today. You're not gonna reap the benefit of the networking today. It's gonna take sometimes months, sometimes years, to reap the benefit of creating a new relationship with a potential store owner, letting everybody know in your circle that you are in the ATM business, and let every family and friends, everybody and anybody that you talk to, you're going to let them know, hey, I'm in the ATM business. Because that way, if they're thinking about an ATM, they hear a store owner or somebody's going to open up a store or restaurant or business, that you're on the forefront of getting that ATM into that location. But networking, you got to become a master networker when you're in the ATM business. So if you're interested in starting your own ATM business, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start a profitable ATM business so you can start earning passive income, make more money, and spend more time with your family. So if you're interested in starting your ATM journey, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, where we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Thank you guys very much, and thank you for making this channel #1.